Hey YouTube, as the Panther again. As you can see, I got a bit of a different deck profile to do today. First of all, apologise for the shitty quality. As I probably said, I hope I did, in the Exodia deck profile, I currently have no availability to a camera other than a very old iPhone 3GS camera. So that's what I'm using. But it's good enough to get the gist of the profile. And really, when I actually get around to it, I'm going to write down all the cards in the description anyway. So if you're here to find a deck to play with your friends with, find a base for a deck to modify to play tournament or something, then you'll just be able to copy and paste. And you won't really need to see cards. But you can still hear, hopefully. Background music, if you can hear that. I don't know if you can, because I don't know what the sound quality is like for this. It's just a Dota stream that's going on. Or Dota. Alright, so this is a, I wanted to play Toons, for the little story behind this. I wanted to play Toons, and the current meta Toon is very hard to play because it's slow. And everything's fast. You know, it's Costello, 5 monsters out, 1 turn. Evil Swarms, many monsters out. Everything's so fast within them now. And the new cards coming out, I forget what they're called, but they summon a lot of monsters in turn. And it's just, fast monsters are dominating now. Just quick decks. It's none of this old school slow stuff, tribute monsters. You don't see much of that. Weird thing is, Toons are special in the way they tribute. Because you can use Scapegoat, and for my thinking, you can use things like Mind Control, etc. Things that normally say you can't tribute, you can with Toons, as far as I know. Because it's worked with Scapegoat. So, yeah, I don't know why. I think it's counted as a summon condition or something. But, yeah, that's why. I'm thinking. I will need to do more research on it. So this deck is built around that premise, and until further notice, or till I gain more knowledge, it will stay based on that premise. It is going to have further editing. I'm going to, when I get cards, add them in, and I'll explain through that when I go through the deck. But yeah, let's get started. So I added Cyberdragons to make it playable in the new sort of meta, so it can be semi-fast, but it's not going to win any tournaments or anything. But it's going to be a fun deck to play. So I'll start with the Cyberdragons, part of the deck. Now obviously with Cyberdragons I'm going to have 2. Now I just discussed with a friend of mine when I was talking about Rain Toons, and he said 3 Cyberdragons. I found running 3 is just too clunky, and 2 is all you need. So 3 Cyberdragon core. Now there's a 3 in here at the moment because I currently don't have the card I want. I want 1 Cyberdragon core and 2 Cyber Valley. My Cyber Valleys are in my Exodia deck, so until I acquire more, I'm stuck with core. Core's effect is that when it's on the field or in the graveyard, it's named the Cyberdragon. If you control no monsters your opponent does, you can banish this card from the graveyard to special summon 1 Cyberdragon from your deck. So, yeah. Oh, and when it's normal summon, you can add 1 Cyber Spell Trap, but there are none here. So that effect is null and void. But yeah, I want to replace 2 with 2 Valleys for more draw power, and sustain with this battle phase negation. 2 Cyberdragon Drei. This is to exceed summon into Cyberdragon Nova, which is effect. It becomes Cyberdragon on the field or engrave, and it makes all other Cyberdragons on the field level 5 when it's normal summoned. And 3 Larva. This is for sustain. And because you need a tribute to summon high level toons like Toon Dark Magician Girl, Toon Blue Eyes Dragon, Toon Summon Skull. You know, those higher level toons. It's like 1 or 2 tributes. This will pretty much mean if they have a battle phase and they only, I don't know, do 1 or 2 attacks, you always have something, and it's just good sustain. So I run 3 of them. So that's the Cyberdragon part. Toon part. I have 2 Toon Dark Magician Girl. The only toon in here that needs Toon World. I believe this is Class B toon. I loaded it with Class C toons just to keep, so I don't need to rely on Toon World and still have that toon element. So, yeah, it's 2 Toon Dark Magician Girls. I don't run Blue Eyes, I don't run Summon Skull. Toon Dark Magician Girl, I believe, is a 1 sacrifice to a max monster. So it's perfect with Larva. If I get it, Scapegoat, which I'll talk about when I get to the magic cards. It's 2,500 and can attack directly. But, Oh wait, no, normally 1. Yeah, it's just a 1 tribute, I believe. Yeah, it can attack directly if they control no Toon monsters. And otherwise it must attack the Toon. And if Toon World on the field is destroyed, this card is destroyed. I run then a further 2 Toon Gemini Elf. Class C. Doesn't need Toon World on the field, but if Toon World is on the field, it can attack directly. So if you get Toon World and this on the field, it's a 1900 beta pretty much. So you need back row negation for this deck, which I'll explain with traps. But yeah, when it does damage, your opponent discards 1 card at random. I'm thinking about running 3 and ditching one of the other cards. I just need to acquire a third, which shouldn't be too hard really. But I'm not sure what to ditch. So yeah, Toon Gemini Elf, it's pretty much just a 1 year 1900 beta card, just to get some life points down. And then Toon Goblin Attack Force, 2300. Also does not need Toon World on the field. And 0 defense. When it attacks, it goes into defense mode and can't be changed until my next end phase. Which means this is pretty much a 1-turn wonder type of guy. You're not really going to get much other use out of him. Maybe you can exceed summon with him after his attack, but that's about it. I run 2 Summoner Monks for their effect of special summoning another level 4. But it's going with spell card. And I cannot attack this turn, but this is for mainly for exceed summon. So, they're not being attacked, it doesn't matter. And because if you summon Toon this way, which I believe you can with these 3 Toons, you can't attack Toon the summon, I believe, anyway. So, the whole not being able to attack thing from Summoner Monk is just negated anyway, it doesn't matter. I run 1 War of Illusion. This is for more sustain because it sends the card that attacks it after damage calculation back to the owner's hand. And if it's an extra deck monster, I believe it goes back to the extra deck. So if they exceed summon or fusion or synchro, instead of going back to the hand, from my understanding it goes back to the extra deck instead of not being affected at all. Which makes this a very good card for this deck where you want to sustain a bit until you can get your cards out. And then 1 Gorz, Emissary of Darkness. It's because you're going to take damage. Through effects, through attack. Gorz comes out with either his token or direct damage to them. Which is good for you. So that's the Toon element. I do have 1 more monster, however. Blackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning. Everyone knows what this does. If you know Cyber Dragons, they're mainly light. Toons, mainly dark, with few earth. Meaning the likelihood of being able to get Blackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning out is quite high. He is pretty much your main card. But you have backups if he goes. As with the extra deck, which I might as well explain now. You have a Gagaga Cowboy. If it's in attack mode, detach 1. It gains 1000 attack when it attacks, and when it attacks the monster's turn, and the monster loses 500 attack. So this becomes 2500, this loses 500. Or when it's in defense, you detach 1 and they take 800 damage. So it's good for getting a bit extra damage in. 800 may not seem like a lot, but it is. Number 50, Blackship of Corn. Detach 1. Any monster 2100 or under face up on the field, you can destroy it. Your opponent takes 1000 life points. So if you keep that on the field, and they have under 2100s, or 2100 or under, they're going to take a lot of damage. 2000 to be exact. 3 Cyber Dragon Nova. You only really ever get 2 out. Realistically, but I put 3 in there just because I had 3. This is your main extra deck monster. Because you can detach 1. Summon a Cyber Dragon from the grave. Banish a Cyber Dragon from the field. It gains 2100 attack. When this card is destroyed by a opponent's effect, you get special summon 1 fusion machine type monster from your extra deck. Which is where these come in. 3 Cyber Twin Dragons. These are back up in case Nova's gone. 2800 double attack. There's not really much else to say about that. It can attack twice in turn. As long as they got no back row to negate it. It's a trump card really. And then just in case, because there's some magic cards I have in there, I do have a Chimera Overtech Dragon. Only 1, because the likelihood of you ever actually needing to use Overtech Dragon, very, very low. and there's no point clogging up the extra deck with other stuff I could put in later on by having 2 more Overdragons in there. I'll do the traps now because I have stuff to explain here. Staying with this, I have 3 Intrigue Shield. Reason for this: it means they can't be destroyed with battle, and I take no battle damage involving them. Yes, it's good, but I need back row. You need to be able to stop their back row in this deck. So you realistically, you want Dark Bribe, 7 Tools of the Bandit, stuff to just destroy their back row. I don't have it. Why I don't have it? It's all in my Exodia deck from what I so far, my Dark Bribes. So once I get more, these 3 will be replaced with Dark Bribe or 7 Tools. Possibly Solemn, probably not. I don't run that really, because you're going to be taking a bit of damage anyway. So you want to keep as much life points as you can. So I'm going to replace these with Dark Bribe or Solemn or 7 Tools. Just put that on the side. 2 trap stuns. You activate this in turn before you use Blackluster Soldier, maybe. Before you use one of your trump cards, your Exceed monster, your extra deck monster. Yeah. It keeps that alive for that turn, it keeps it going. You know, back row negation. 2 Call the Haunted. Bring back monsters to exceed someone with. Or to bring back Goblin attack force if you just need to get in that out of another attack. Magic Cylinder. Once Dark Bribes are in here, this is going to be very good, because they can't negate it. If you have Dark Bribe, they try to negate it, you negate the negate. Stuff like that, as long as the chain is correct, this will go through, they will take damage. If they're attacking with a higher attack monster, it's going to screw them over. Mirror Force, staple, no explanation needed really. Ceasefire. Haven't seen much play of this. I don't know why. They're spamming monsters. So when you have their back row negation to stop them negating this, or they have no back row to negate this, you have, they put 5 monsters on the field, you flip this up, every effect monster is 500 damage to their life points. That's 2500. If you have any monsters on the field, and you should, considering you got all the special summon available, you should probably have at least 2 or 3. That's another 1000, 1500. If you get 5 monsters, they get 5 monsters, that's 5000 damage. That is a lot of damage coming from Ceasefire. It may win the game, as long as you can stop the negation of it. Speaking back row, 2 Mystical Space Typhoons. Also needs an explanation, pretty much stable. 2 Toon World. Don't need 3. You only have 2 monsters in here that need Toon on the field. And you gotta pay life points to play it. So I run 2. That's all I do, really. 2 Power Bond. This is for the Cyber Dragons. This is in case you need to get Chimeratech, or you just want to get a Cyber Twin out earlier, and you're able to just Power Bond it up. There's also limiter removal to go with the Cyber Dragon. Oh, stream starting. So best wrap this up. Yeah, there's a limiter removal. No explanation of Cyber Dragon. Dark Hole, nuke the field. So you got heaps of monsters. Ceasefire, Dark Hole. Dark Hole if you're gonna die. Keep yourself on as long as you can, because if you can get the Blackluster out, if you can get another monster out, you're gonna own. Having said that, swords, just a little extra. And then Mind Control. Very good card. Can clear the field if they have 1. Damn, that's loud. Shh. Mind Control. Take it, tribute it for the Toon. I know it says you can't tribute, somewhere around there. But Toons are special from what I can tell, because you can with Scapegoat, so I don't see why you can't with Mind Control. Same premise. So that is my Toon deck. Now, if you want to see other deck profiles, at the moment I only have Exodia up on the profile, and that's not going to change anytime soon. I have to save money for personal life, blah blah blah. So until I get more money coming in, I'm not able to build more decks. However, I do still have Dota coming in on my profile. I'll probably try and get one of those up, 3 up weekly maybe. See how it goes. We'll be doing a Magic the Gathering deck profile, just one. It's a one-off thing. It's just for a friend of mine. anything else. I was thinking of Pokemon, but I don't have a stable way of recording that, so it's not going up because there's no emulator for the game, and I don't have a 3DS recorder. So yeah, any other stuff you think I should do for YouTube, let me know. Any decks you want me to try out, let me know, and I can always do Dev Pro or Dueling Network profiles. I'll have links when I get around to doing them to Twitter, Instagram, and Dueling Pro and Dev Pro, Dueling Network Dev Pro on my profile. Also to my stream, because I do stream sometimes. Yeah, any criticisms you have on the deck, anything you think needs changing, let me know. Anything you particularly liked, your thoughts just in general, comment, like the video, subscribe. If you subscribe, I'm going to be more likely to post videos, even though I'm likely just to do it anyway because it's a hobby of mine. But you never know. Yeah, that's about it for my Toon deck profile. Zipanda out.